What's up, everybody? Welcome to another monthly ranking video where I rank every movie that I've watched for the first time in each month. This is, of course, my ranking for every movie I watched for the first time in September of 2023. So, alright, I thought the last month wasn't very great. This month was even worse, if I'm going to be honest. Like this one, first of all, I only watched 10 movies. That's right. I was really lazy this month, so I only watched 10 for the first time. I watched 10 movies. And my number one's just an 8 out of 10. I think the last one was too, but this one, again, it's just an 8 out of 10. And though my least favorite's only a 5 out of 10, so at least my least favorite wasn't terrible. So, but yeah, this was not a great month, though. Just, 10 movies that were pretty good at best, but still. But anyways, enough of that. Let's just go ahead, get it over with. Let's get started. So, okay. Coming in at number 10, we have the first of three Ron Howard movies I watched, and that is The Missing. And this is a Western that came out in 2003, I want to say, and it stars Kate Blanchett and Tommy Lee Jones and Evan Rachel Wood. It was okay. It wasn't a great movie, in my opinion. It was nothing to write home about. It was okay. The performances were the best thing about the movie, especially Kate Blanchett. I mean, she is probably my favorite actress, so she was fantastic in this movie, as always. Tommy Lee Jones was pretty good, too. But I did not like the cinematography in this movie. It was very bland looking. I don't think the editing was very good either. It was kind of a boring movie too, but I don't know. It wasn't terrible. Like I said, it's only a 5 out of 10 movie, but yeah, it's fine, but it's definitely a movie I won't ever watch again. So yeah, that's my number 10, The Missing. Coming at number 9 is another Ron Howard movie, and that is Frost Nixon. This one's a little more popular. This was even nominated for Best Picture in 2008, I think. Yeah, Frost Nixon, this one I liked a little bit better. This one wasn't as boring as I thought it was going to be, because I'm usually not into, like, political movies, because it's about Richard Nixon, obviously, but it wasn't as boring as I thought. I actually thought it was pretty well made, and it surprisingly, for a 2-hour movie, it surprisingly went by pretty fast. And the performances are pretty good, and yeah, it was an okay movie. I don't know, though. I probably won't watch it again, just like The Missing. Probably not, but it was fine. Yeah, Frost Nixon, that's number 9. Okay, coming at number 8, we have a Spike Lee joint. I only have one Spike Lee joint in this. That is Passover. And this one's an interesting movie. This is actually a play that was filmed by Spike Lee and edited and whatnot. And it's a movie, but it's a play, though. It's a live play that was filmed by Spike Lee. And it's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. It's pretty short. It's about like 70 something minutes long, but it's pretty good though. It has a very limited cast, only about like 4, I think, characters are in it, and yeah, it's not bad. It's kind of funny. There's some funny moments. I probably won't watch this again, but it's fine. I think some people that rank Spike Lee's work won't really count this one since it's like a live play. But whenever I do my ranking, I will count this one. But yeah, it was okay. It was a lot better than movies like The Sweet Blood of Jesus and Red Hook Summer that I watched last month. Red Hook Summer wasn't terrible, but The Sweet Blood of Jesus was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But this wasn't. This was okay. So yeah, that's my number 8. Okay, my number 7 is the last Ron Howard movie I'll talk about, and that is Hillbilly Elegy. I think is how you say that last word. Elegy. I could be wrong. I don't know. But this came out in 2020, and it's a Netflix movie, and I wasn't really expecting much from this going in. I thought it would just be okay at best, maybe, but it did get bad reviews when it came out, and honestly, I don't really see it. I actually kind of liked this movie, to be honest. I did. This is actually based on a true story about J.D. Vance, who I never even heard of until I watched this movie, and this was about his childhood growing up. He was raised by his mother, who was played by Amy Adams, and she was very abusive to him and whatnot. And Glenn Close is also in the movie. She plays his grandma, who was really strict. But that was the best thing about this movie, were the performances by Amy Adams and particularly Amy Adams and Glenn Close. All the other performances were pretty good, though. Haley Bennett is also in the movie. I like her a lot. There's actually another Haley Bennett movie I'll get to later on this ranking, but she was good. I thought she was better in the other movie, though. We'll get to later. But and whoever played the younger version of J.D. Vance, I actually liked better than the adult version of J.D. Vance, but he was okay. Actually, that guy apparently was in Super 8. He played one of the kids in Super 8, which I thought was interesting. It didn't even look like him, but apparently it is. But yeah, I thought it was an okay movie. I didn't think it was bad. There are some crazy moments in this movie, man. Some really crazy moments. I mean, I love Amy Adams, and she is phenomenal in this film. Same with Glenn Close. But her character is really fucked up. Like, she was addicted to heroin and shit, and like, I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Some of the stuff she does in this film is pretty insane. But yeah, and Glenn Close's character too. Like, her character like fucking lights her husband on fire in one scene, which was fucking insane. But yeah, it's a good movie though. It was a decent movie. It was a decent movie, not a great movie, and not my favorite Ron Howard movie, that being Splash. At least so far of what I've seen so far of his filmography. But yeah, it's okay. It's pretty good, in my opinion at least. But yeah, Hillbilly Elegy. That's my number 7. Coming at number 6, we have a John Hughes movie. I'm starting a John Hughes ranking now, and that is Weird Science. And yeah, just like the title, this is a weird movie for sure, but I like it. It's pretty cool. Of course, Anthony, what's his name? I always forget his name, but Anthony Michael Hall. Yeah, he's in it, and I can't remember the other main character, but he was good. Young Robert Downey Jr. is in this movie, which is weird, but I liked him though, even though he was an asshole, but still. And also Kelly, of course, I had to mention Kelly Kelly LeBrock, I think it's her name. She was probably the best thing about this movie. She was fantastic, and of course, sexy as hell. Of course, but yeah, it's a really weird movie. There's some weird shit that happens in this movie, but definitely John Hughes' weirdest movie. But I enjoyed it for the most part. It was pretty good. Yeah, Weird Science. That's my number 6. All right, coming in number 5, we have a Pixar movie, and it is the latest Pixar movie that came out this year. That's right, that is Elemental, and this movie has some mixed reviews. I actually enjoyed it though. I thought it was pretty good. And it's a romance movie too. Like, I never thought I'd see Pixar do a romance movie, but they did, and they did it very well. I thought I really enjoyed it a lot. I like the two main characters a lot. Wade and Ember. Yeah, Wade and Ember, and I really liked them a lot. They were great together. And I really liked their romance. Catherine O'Hara is in this movie, and she's the only like person I recognized in this film. Although the guy who played Wade was in a movie that I think I talked about in my last monthly ranking, that being Unicorn Store. He was in that movie, and I didn't realize that until later when I looked it up. But but yeah, voice casting was great. The animation's very unique looking, especially for a Pixar movie, and it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool movie. I enjoyed it very much, and I am now officially done with the Pixar ranking I have been working on for a long time now. I'm officially done with it. So that means next Wednesday is my Pixar ranking. All Pixar movies ranked from my least favorite to favorite. Check that out next Wednesday. So yeah, that's coming. Look out for that. But yeah, pretty good movie, Elemental. That's my number 5. All right, coming at number 4 is possibly the most depressing movie I have ever seen. That is Leaving Las Vegas. Yes, the 1995 movie that Nicolas Cage won his Oscar from, and deservedly so, because he was outstanding in this film. Elizabeth Shue as well. But man, this movie's so depressing. The story alone is very depressing, just about Nicolas Cage's character is done with life and he's just going to drink himself to death. But he does want to spend time with a woman, you know, until the day he dies, which he does, and that's this hooker played by Elizabeth Shue. But man, this movie, especially the ending. The ending is so soul crushing. If you've seen the movie, you should know what I'm talking about. But my God, I didn't cry, but I came close to crying because that ending was just, ugh. And if I'm going to be honest, as much as I like the movie, or you know, it's a very good movie, but I don't think I'll ever watch it again. Honestly, I think it's a one and done. I honestly rather watch Elemental or Weird Science or even Hillbilly Elegy again than this movie because. Yeah, it was just so depressing, and I just, yeah. So yeah, Leaving Las Vegas, great film, but I only give it a 7 out of 10, you know, because of how much I like it. I give it a 7 out of 10 because it's just too depressing for me. But yeah, Leaving Las Vegas, that's my number 4. All right, coming at number 3, we have an animated movie that is very well beloved. It's a cult classic, and I just now got around to watching it at least all the way through because I actually did watch some of this, I think in the 4th grade, but we didn't finish it. But that is The Iron Giant. Yeah, Iron Giant, which was Brad Bird's debut film. You know, the guy who gave us The Incredibles and Ratatouille, some of the best Pixar movies ever made. But The Iron Giant, I enjoyed it very much. I thought it was very good. I might not like it as much as a lot of people do, but I still thought it was very good. Jennifer Aniston's in this movie as well as Christopher McDonald, and they're both great in the film. And yeah, I liked the relationship between the Iron Giant himself and the kid, the main kid, and Christopher McDonald's character, which he was a piece of shit, but I kind of enjoyed him anyways. Christopher McDonald's so good at playing piece of shit characters. I mean, of course, you got Shooter McGavin and Happy Gilmore and some others too. He's just really good at it, and even in animation, he's still really good at it. But yeah, and also I should mention Vin Diesel plays the fucking Iron Giant. I forgot to mention that, but yeah, and honestly, might be his best performance, which is kind of sad, but yeah, the Iron Giant, a pretty good, a very well, a good movie. A good movie. I don't love it, but I enjoyed it very much, though. Still a 7 out of 10, but it's a good movie, though. Yeah. Iron Giant, that is on number 3. Alright, number 2 is a movie that is from a director I been wanting to watch his films. I'm thinking about ranking his films. His name is Greg Araki or something like that. I might be saying it wrong. I don't know. But he's an independent filmmaker. Did movies such as Smiley Face and Mysterious Skin, I think is the name of it. Neither one of those movies. So this was my first of his, and it wasn't either of those. It was a movie called Kaboom, which came out in 2010, I think. And Weird Science is not the weirdest movie on this list. That would go to Kaboom. This movie is like, what the fuck? This movie is so bizarre. But I liked it though. I actually did. I thought it was very, very interesting. Haley Bennett is in this movie, as I talked about before. But yeah, she's in this as well as Juno Temple. And I don't know who the lead actor is, but he was very good. Who played Smith, the lead character. But yeah, this is a really bizarre movie. Like, it's about a character who is kind of gay, but kind of bisexual, but I think mostly kind of gay, and but he does have sex with a woman too, and which was Juno Temple, and but there's also there's some other weird stuff. I don't really want to get into what else it's about because it'll spoil the movie, but I will say the ending was so bizarre. And I'll tell you, I did not expect that ending at all. But yeah, and there's some weird twist in the movie too. But yeah, and this movie also gave me a huge crush on Juno Temple. I fucking love her now. I liked her before. I thought she was always cute before. I liked her in year one, but I love her now in this movie. I mean, there's some sex scenes in this movie with her, so yeah, that's part of the reason why I love her, if I'm going to be honest. But she was great in the film, as well as Haley Bennett and the lead character as well. But yeah, very bizarre movie, very weird movie. It's pretty funny too, and yeah, really strange movie, but I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to see other films from that director, Greg Araki. I don't know, but yeah, Kaboom. That's my number 2. And my number 1 favorite movie that I watched for the first time in September of 2023 is a Studio Ghibli movie. This is now my 3rd Studio Ghibli movie that I've seen. The others were Spirited Away and My Neighbor Totoro. But yeah, my number 1 is Kiki's Delivery Service. Yeah, finally got to see Kiki's Delivery Service. I watched the dubbed version, which I know that might be blasphemy, but I watched the dubbed versions of these Studio Ghibli movies, and I have no problems with it. So, yeah. And I watched the one with Kirsten Dunst as Kiki, who I should mention did a fantastic job, and also Phil Hartman plays our cat, which I really liked. He was great. This movie, I will say, as of right now, out of the 3 Studio Ghibli movies I've seen, I think Kiki's Delivery Service is my least favorite, at least at the moment. But because, I don't know, if I'm going to be honest, I didn't love the 3rd act, if I'm going to be honest, like, in the ending. Like, I don't know, there was just something that was off about it. I don't know what it was. For one thing, Phil Hartman's cat stopped talking, which I thought was weird. I don't know. But, but other stuff too, and it just, yeah, I don't know. But I still thought it was a good movie, as always, as the other 2 Ghibli movies. I will say, I think as of right now, My Neighbor Totoro might be my favorite, and then Spirited Away, and then Kiki. At least at the moment. However, I am planning on doing a Studio Ghibli ranking. Yes, I decided to do it after watching 3 Ghibli movies. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a Ghibli ranking now. Since I'm done with the Pixar ranking. I'm still working on DreamWorks, and I'm also working on the Disney ranking as well, which is going to take forever because it's 60 plus movies, maybe like 61 or 62. There's a new one coming out, but and there's like 40 DreamWorks movies. That'll be a little while too. But Ghibli, I think, only has like 20 something, which it'll be a little bit, maybe in January or February, if I'm lucky. But I mean, it definitely will sometime be next year for sure. But look out for a future Studio Ghibli ranking. I'm very excited for it because what I've seen so far, I enjoyed. So yeah, I'm new to it, but I like it. I like Studio Ghibli and I like their movies. So yeah, Kiki's Delivery Service. Like I said, as of right now, it's my least favorite, but maybe by then it probably won't be by the time I do the rankings. So yeah, but yeah, I enjoyed it, and it was my favorite movie that I watched this month. So yeah, Kiki's Delivery Service is my number one favorite movie that I watched for the first time in September of 2023. So yeah. All right, there we go. So there's my ranking for all the movies I watched in September 2023. In the comments, please give me your ranking for all the movies that you watched for the first time in September of 2023, or just say what your favorite was, your favorite and least favorite were. Yeah. All right. So, like I said, look out next Wednesday for my Pixar ranking, and also this Saturday, look out for a new episode of Your Cousins Are Critics, and that's going to be on the movie Whiplash. So check that out. Yeah. All right. So thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do, as well as like this video and comment down below, share it, whatnot. Yeah, I get kind of tired of saying what I usually say. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell. But yeah, subscribe, hit the bell, and yeah, all that jazz. All right, so I'll see you later. Peace.